Well, the energy in court today was heavy and deeply emotional. Now, that life sentence was for the murder of his wife, Lacey, and he also got an additional 15 years for the murder of their unborn son, Connor. And it was deeply heavy because Lacey's family got to speak out, to confront Scott Peterson directly and tell him how much Lacey's murder has impacted their lives. The resentencing of Scott Peterson Tuesday is the result of California's Supreme Court overturning his death sentence in 2020. As part of the resentencing, Lacey Peterson's family had the opportunity to present victim impact statements, just like they did 15 years ago. Lacey's sister Amy told Scott Peterson it was unfair she no longer had Lacey in her life. She said she had her own sons now, and they would never know what it was like to have their Aunt Lacey or cousin Connor. She said Scott Peterson ruined holidays for the family forever, forcing them every Christmas to relive Lacey's gruesome death. Lacey's brother Brent said Lacey had an infectious smile and loved to laugh. He said Scott Peterson deserved the death penalty, even if it was no longer an option, and that he believed Peterson started planning Lacey's murder when his girlfriend found out he was married just weeks before Lacey's death. Finally, Lacey's mother, Sharon Rocha, addressed Peterson directly, saying, 19 years ago today, you were planning Lacey's murder. She called him evil, self-centered, and a coward. She agreed with her son, saying he did indeed deserve the death penalty, but the family agreed to life in prison because they couldn't bear going through another trial. After the resentencing, Peterson's attorney, Pat Harris, spoke to reporters.
I would say, based on what we just saw, that it reaffirms our strong belief in Scott's innocence.
He said Scott Peterson had wanted to speak, but wasn't allowed.
And I think he just also wanted to reach out and tell the Rocha family that he understands their feelings and he understands why they believe that he is guilty.
Scott Peterson's sister-in-law also talked.
The problem started when Lacey went missing and the Modesto police did not follow up on sightings or evidence that she was alive. There is no forensic evidence. There is no timeline to this crime. Scott Peterson is innocent.
But this case is far from over. In fact, Scott Peterson could get a brand new trial. He'll be back here in February for another hearing to determine if jury misconduct could have prejudiced the original trial.